Welcome, Aries, to Mystic Crow Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am honored and really excited that you've chosen to pop by my channel and listen to your mid to the end of September 2017 reading. I am a psychic medium, also using tarot and oracle for clarifiers. I ask that you really keep an open mind when we go into this reading and know that not everyone it's going to connect with. There's just no possible way for me to do that. So maybe the whole reading will connect, maybe a certain part of it will connect. Even check your sun, moon, and rising signs. And even if you want to cross watch, if you're looking to find out if somebody else connects with you, how they're connecting, what might be going through their mind, kind of check out that too. But if you're looking for something really specific, then I always suggest stopping by my website, iwannabeempowered.com, to make your way over to the events and offerings tab. Click on that and you can schedule your private reading, gallery, group, or event with me. So without any delay, Aries, I'm so excited. The energy behind this reading as I was shuffling the clarifying cards was amazing. So let's just get this out of the way too. For clarifiers today, I'm using the Enlightenment Pack by Chuck Spezzano and illustrated by Allison J. This pack I inherited from one of my sisters, probably from college, left it at home. I ended up with it. Or maybe it was when we were roommates. Either way. So that's what I'm using for clarifiers today. They're really fun to work with. I have a hard time reading with them, to be honest, if I were to do a whole reading, because I feel like it blocks me. But as a clarifier, they're super, super cool. So let's get on with this. So for the most part, Aries, I am feeling this really jived up, super excited energy. Like, I remember feeling like this when I was young and I was going to go to a concert, and like I had a big weekend plan, like my wild days. So whatever that is happening right now, I hope that you know how to harness that energy in such a talented and creative way. Because if not, Aries, it can really lead to some destructive patterns and habits. So if you are happen to be a recovering alcoholic and you're under sun, moon sign, rising sign of Aries, then I want you to be very careful at this time to reach out, to either get a sponsor, go to a group, find a group that will heal you. Because I think that with the amount of energies that's been happening since May, planetary alignment, all of that, you're really feeling that right now. So make sure that if this energy is causing you any anxiety, that you connect with the right people to assist you on how to harness that and use that energy to bring positive into the world rather than bottling it up inside and possibly battling with some of your own demons. So with that aside, the energy for Aries is really high and intense. So I want to they give me the word purpose here. Specifically, I feel like I'm dealing right now with an energy that's coming through, and there are a lot of parallels. So if this deals with somebody really specific and you think, oh, you see in the comments below, oh, thank you, everything was exactly right on. Don't think that it can't apply to you, because it can, okay? Because I'm looking at, they're giving me the word purpose. So Aries, I feel like some of you are feeling a little lost, and I kind of get that it might be within, okay, so the purpose, sometimes we think, all right, we have family, that's our purpose. But sometimes we look for more purpose, like our purpose, like what is our passion? What's our, what drives us? What we do for work? So I feel like for some of you, and I'm getting a lot of masculine energy around this, so I feel like this has to do with a lot of Aries males or possibly Aries women who tend to be more in the masculine energy, that there's some work things that are happening, And you're really ready to make a move. Not so much ready to make the move, but you're ready to take the steps, the ducks in a row, get everything into an alignment so you can make this move. For some of you, I feel like this time in November, again, I've shared this with the other signs. I'm not an astrologer. I didn't even look up what was happening astrologically. But I feel like some of you Aries are going to feel like you really want to be self-employed. Like you really are done dealing with monotonous ways of structure and time constraints and everything like that. I feel like the Aries energy right now through November, they're saying be outside, be grounded. So enjoy this fall weather, or whatever you're doing, wherever you are. For me, we're heading into fall right now. So there's a lot of work things that are coming up. If there's some things that need to be completed, I am getting that you need to complete them. It might be a huge pain in the tuchus, but you really need to get them completed before you finalize a move or a new career, anything like that. So whatever this is that you're working on, I feel it's more project. This could be, this could also lead into personal things where there's some personal things that you need to have in alignment prior to leaving. Take it as you need to. But you've got to come to a completion, or things can really kind of start to fall apart if you don't. I'm getting with some of you, I get like this office environment. So I don't know if this is bank, legal firm. I'm getting very professional type of atmosphere. And I feel like there's a lot of people like breathing down your neck. And if you didn't get these things done, I feel like the type of energy that's backing this, and this is probably why you want to get the hell out of there, is because I feel like it could really come back to bite you. Like word gets around fast and word travels fast. And what's the best form of advertisement is word of mouth. So whoever this is for, I don't know it could be small community for some of you. It just could be that you have peers and you are well known. So whatever this is, just know that if it's not completed, I feel like there could be some things, some flashback, is that what I want to say? That comes kind of back on to you. What degree, I guess, depends on what you do for business. Okay, I get some of you are into some pretty heavy things out there. So some of you who are into those heavy things and you happen to be listening to this, then please really take it kind of as a warning. And heavy things, I mean, not good things that most people would question. So, let's see. So I'm going to actually start with the clarifier there. And I get, this is the part of the healing cards, and this is the leadership card number 32. So numerology wise, the 32 ends up being a 5. Each of them can have their own meaning, but I really like to kind of add them up and do the numerology that way. So for the number 5, this is leadership. So I feel as if some of you have been in a leadership role and have found some cracks in the system, or found some cracks with the process, or found some issues internally with the operations. But in return, you have all of these people around you that see how brilliant you are. Because I feel like there's a sense of compassion. So whether you're one of these people that do the heavy things, or whether you're the secretary in the business that happens to see some things going on, so whatever it is, reason that you're prompted to move, I feel like you actually have, you have patience, and you have compassion, but you also have, right from wrong. Your integrity is super intact. And if you're watching this and you are questioning and you have some integrity things happening, Well, I would say that this would be the time you may have a little bit of time to get your ducks in a row to get out of this situation. For the most part, most of you, excuse me, are leading very compassionate lives. So they're showing, the leadership card. And with being compassionate, it's like you're the one that has this cloud hung over you because you are compassionate. You probably don't fit in or feel like you don't fit in as well as you should. So I hope this makes sense for some of you. I'm almost guessing it will. But the number 5, like I said, I'm getting this male energy with this. And so the 5 actually has the characteristics of a man. And according to Kabbalah, it is the number of a perfect man. According to the Bible, it's the symbol of man God. The 5 wounds of Christ as he was on the cross. The 5 fingers, 5 toes. For Mayans, it was a symbol of perfection. And it's a symbol of the wills divine and the incarnated conscience. Number 5 is universal. So for some of you, Aries, who may not have a tendency to understand the masculine side of being a female, I think it's time that you start dipping into that. Because you're going to need to step into sort of a warrior role, I think. So the number 5, 5 is a great number all around the world. They keep giving me the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity. So the energy in this reading has just shifted very quickly. So I want to just hone in on that really quick for a moment. Let's see. So the number 5, but the Holy Trinity refers to as 3. I also want to look at the separate meaning of the 5 with the 32. 3 is associated with Jupiter, and 2 is associated with the moon. So both of those have gone through significant shift lately. They're also giving me the Middle East. I'm actually quite stumped. I don't want to keep on this for too long, but just know that there's definitely the Jupiter, the moon, and Mercury is really coming into play. So we've had a lot of things going on. So this is a really, really specific time, Aries, to take responsibility for your happiness when it comes to leadership. Okay. And I honestly feel like as high as the number 5 is regarded, that this path with you leaving I feel like there's some sort of, spiritual path, because that's how everything came up. But I feel like for some of you, there's going to be more of a spiritual path. Like there's going to be drastic change in what you're doing. Okay. They're also giving to me something about the Vedic healing. I'm going to go ahead and flip the other clarifier over, because just as I thought there, we also have another number 5. So we have a double 5, okay? So there is a ton of masculine energy. It's filling the room right now as I read for you. Know that God is on your side right now. Whoever God is to you is on your side right now. So Aries, this sudden shift in the energy, if you are having a difficult time right now, lean on God. And I actually feel like some of you have actually probably feel like you've seen God. The number 5 talks about and symbolizes the spirit of eternal life. At the same time, as we give love and honor to the human spirit. Things are so complex. Things are really complex for you guys right now. They're saying start simple. Some of the things that I read or that come up in my reading, I don't always know exactly what they mean. And that's kind of what I feel like I'm stumbling over right now. So this being my first set of readings, for me, I would have to say this is going to be dealing, because it stumped me slightly, because it's like, here's this big message and God is with you. It's huge. Like, it seems kind of simple because I'm stumped. I feel like I should be making more out of it, but it's mostly that God is with you. God is with you, and you are God, and you are everything divine. So I feel like for a lot of you, you need to hear this right now. Understand, like, because they're also bringing in like the flooding and everything that happens. Like, this other 5 card is the card of, this is a victim card, and this is a card of expectations. And whenever you have too many expectations, you're going to fall victim to everybody. Whereas if you go about things with a very even, at a very even keel, you're not going to fall victim. You're going to have more of a perspective and balance. So some of you are looking to really get out of this very strict setting, whatever it is for you. And I mean, I do see some of you doing some traveling. So I feel like some of you, because God is so present right now at this moment during this reading. There, you know, the 5 is also talks about the 5-pointed star, you know, the Star of David. So you have so much love from God pouring down on you right now. That's really all I need to say. And I think you can feel it. You feel the goosebumps when I say this to you. If you don't, then this has nothing to do with you. Check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. So I feel like this is scattered, but it's sending the message to whoever it needs to be sent to. So God is with you. God is with you. He sees your struggles. He sees your strengths. He sees you wanting to get into a different frequency than what you're in. They talked earlier in the reading about getting outside and grounding yourself. I believe it was you guys. If it isn't, then they're saying it now. Five elements, the number 5. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. So just know, Pisces, I mean Aries, that just have strength. Have strength through this. It is time to move on. Take the steps that you need to. I really hope that this reading has assisted some of you. And if all of it has assisted you, that's terrific. If just a couple things have connected with you, please feel free to get a hold of me for your own private reading. So Aries, why do I want to do that today? So Aries, just know this, I kind of get this roller coaster of emotions. At first it was exciting, and this might be how it is for you. So the more grounded you keep yourself, the better. Okay. So thank you so much again for joining me. I want to keep this upbeat because through every obstacle, we have something bigger awaiting us on the other side, Aries. So go forth in peace, go forth in purpose, and just know, plain and simple, the message today is that God is with you. God is with you, and you are supported by Him and the angels and all of your guides. Have a wonderful, wonderful remaining of September, and I'll catch you guys in October. Bye for now, Aries.